Hello, good people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Festus. Now, have you ever dreamt of settling in Australia after your studies and possibly applying for permanent resident? Now, based on what you're going to study in Australia or whatever you choose to come and study, has a direct input onto whether you're gonna achieve your dream here in Australia or not. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important topic as to what you need to know and the areas and which subjects you need to choose if settling in Australia has been one of your dreams. So, we are going to discuss the best courses that you can take or you can choose to study in Australia that can lead to permanent residence in Australia. Now, what I have come to understand from my research and from my, being here for a while now is anything that will give you permanent resident has three characteristics. The courses that you need to study to enable you to apply for permanent resident has these three characteristics. Now, one of them is those courses will not be easy to do them. They will be demanding. You will need to put a lot of effort and a lot of work. If they will not be, easy going, that's one of them. Number two, those courses will not be cheap. It not be cheap to do those courses. They will be expensive. They will range from 30, 35 and 40, thousand Australian dollars per year. So that is second characteristic. Number three is that those courses or those skills as a result of those courses will always have an historical, shortages. When you look or you research on those professions, you always find that there is always a consistent high demand on the people, on the skills of those people who graduate from those courses. So if you are looking to do a course that will give you a pathway to a permanent resident, keep those three characteristics in mind. Now, having said that, let's jump into what I have come up with. I've come up with 10 career fields that can easily lead you to permanent resident after you graduate in Australia. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. Number one, education and teaching. Recently, there has been a high shortage of teachers in Australia, and a specialization such as primary school teacher, secondary school teacher, special needs teacher, and university lecturers are always in high demand. Number two, accounting. And this can lead to professions such as accountants and auditors. And choosing a career in accounting can easily lead you to a permanent resident in Australia. Number three, engineering. Engineers have always been in high demand in Australia, and taking any engineering course can easily lead you to a permanent resident in Australia. Engineers such as mechanical engineers, industrial engineers, electrical engineers, electronic engineers, agricultural engineers, aeronautical engineers, industrial, etc., etc. They are always in high demand in Australia, and it's a good starting point if you are looking for a pathway for permanent resident in Australia. Number four, computer and information technology. Ever since Australia has experienced, shortages in IT professionals, and in this field you can, specialize in areas such as web development and business analyst, computer networking, and even programmers, etc., etc. Number five, nursing and midwifery. Nursing are always in demand, and there is always a high demand for those who have done nursing. So if you are looking for a course in health, a field, it's good, or it would be paying, a lot to do RN, that is registered nurse, or midwifery, and it's a pathway that can easily lead you to getting PR in Australia. Number 6, medicine and dentistry. This goes without saying, as doctors and dentists are always in high demand in Australia, and taking course in this field, you definitely not go wrong, and you'll be in high demand when you complete your studies. Number 7, building and construction. With booming of construction industry in Australia, there is a high demand for qualified professionals in the building and construction industry. Professionals such as building inspectors and construction project managers are in high demand, and it's an area that can easily land you to a permanent resident in Australia. Number 8, social work. This is another area that offers an excellent pathway to permanent residency. Taking a bachelor's degree in social work or master's in social work can easily give you an opportunity to apply for a permanent resident in Australia. So you could be working as a social worker or community a worker. Number 9, psychology. This is another field that is currently in demand in Australia, and undertaking studies in this field can easily lead you to getting permanent resident in Australia. So you could be looking to, to professions like clinical psychology or educational psychology. Number 10, automotive. And this could be, could include, areas such as automotive electrician, diesel motor mechanic, and generator mechanic. It's an area that is currently in high demand because there is a shortage of, qualified mechanics in Australia. So this, could be having studied, as low as diploma level can easily lead you to applying for a permanent resident in Australia. This is not an exhaustive list, but based on the current trends, having undertaken a course in these areas can easily lead you to application to a permanent resident in Australia. So when you are choosing a course based on what you want to achieve after your studies, it's good to put into consideration some of these courses. If, of course, you don't want to stay in Australia or to become a permanent resident in Australia, of course, you can study whichever course that will be your benefit to you. Maybe when you go back to your home country, or that should be your benefit to you as a person, or to progress what you aspire in life. But if you are planning to settle down under, these are some of the things that you need to put into consideration so that you don't come and study and then you get frustrated later on. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope this one will help you as you plan for your next move to Australia. Now, before you go, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you love, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to share with with many people as possible. By doing this on the YouTube, you'll be able to recommend this video to as many people as possible, and that's how you're gonna help my channel grow. So thank you so much, and I will see you again in my next video.